We had one of the first guests on the show, a broker who I work with here, actually. It was called the King of Comps, Brian McGowan. And we had talked through certain things we saw in the market. And we had predicted and encouraged on the show for our clients to make acquisitions at that point. We thought that this segment was poised for massive growth, and we have seen that come to bear. We've seen that those numbers are now up 40% from just 2 years ago. Have you seen similar significant growth in your market?
Well, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because it goes to that point where you still need to separate manufacturing from warehousing properties. And it becomes a lot more apparent when you actually start looking at which properties have done a lot better than the others. And that warehousing side has greatly outperformed the entire market. I don't think that there's a single asset class that's actually kept pace with the warehousing side of industrial real estate. The manufacturing side, conversely, has been sluggish. And I'm in a market that has a heavy oil and gas exposure, and with that downward trend of oil over the last 7 years, might look different with the geopolitical risks happening in Europe right now. We're seeing oil actually over $90 a barrel right now, so that might be a reversal going forward. But these past 6 or 7 years, that manufacturing side of industrial real estate has been very sluggish. And actually had some downward pressure on certain areas. So I would say, unless you're in a really hot market where it was insulated from the effects of oil and gas, you probably saw the manufacturing side of industrial real estate be flat or maybe small growth, whereas you saw that warehousing side escalate 40%, as you mentioned. It's gone crazy, especially in some of those port cities. Anywhere, Los Angeles, Long Beach, New York, New Jersey, any of those port cities where there's constraints on where they could even build, that inventory hasn't caught up to how much demand there is. And there's been rampant increases in there. So you guys had a lot of foresight to make that recommendation when you did.